Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today it's vlog number 2. Currently it's 98 days till the delivery day. Till our baby boy will come. Today I want to talk about some struggles, some tips, some feelings I was going through. Maybe it will help you, maybe not. Maybe you're going through same things as me, same feelings, same thoughts. Every woman is different, so don't be afraid, don't be scared that you have some feelings. I don't know, maybe other women does not have this. Maybe other women has a perfect pregnancy. It's normal. It's normal. Every woman is different, every pregnancy is different, every baby is different. So let's get into it. Some of you asked me, when did I get to know, or when did I realize that I'm pregnant? Well, the journey was pretty interesting. It started, and this is the first time I'm talking about that. The journey started last year because I had miscarriage. So we decided not to push. So we, I think it was in the middle of the year, I think. Then in first, I think it was May or June. I think it was the end of the May. I had the second miscarriage. I ended up at the OR. It was immediate surgery. It was laparoscopic, so they have to took my left tube. So I had to end the pregnancy. So I ended up without baby and without left tube. So yay, thanks. But they saved me. That was the best part. I was okay. Then 6 weeks later, my doctor told me, my OBG told me, that after the surgery I have to wait 6 weeks and then we can start trying to have a baby. But same breath, she told me that she's not sure that last year, 2022, we're gonna have a baby, because she told me that she thinks it will be a long process to heal my body, to heal my soul, and to get through all of this, because it's not all about you only, women. It's also about the men, because they are with you in it. And if somebody tell you that's not true, it's only you, it's up to you, that's not true. Your husband, your partner, your best friend, they're with you because they're participating on this. So my husband and I gone through very tough times. My husband, I've never seen Ronald that scared, because when the emergency took me, when the ambulance took me to the hospital, he told me one thing. He told me that, oh, the one thing is we lost our baby, but I wasn't sure I will not lost you. I was so afraid that I will lost you. So that was such a hard time for him. And after that, everything was okay. He was surprised that my body is healing very well. My inner me was healing very well thanks to him, because we spent a lot of time together talking. Please, this is one of the best things, and not only during pregnancy or miscarriage or anything, is the communication. Guys, talk about your feelings, talk about what's bothering you, talk about your fears, everything, because for everything you're too you're 2. So the happiness is doubled and the troubles are half the trouble. So please talk. This is the best advice I can give you now. So please talk about your problems. Not only about the problems, talk about what you like, what do you prefer, what was nice, what, for example, what he did and what was a pleasure for you, or what makes you happy. Talk, 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 and talk. That's the best thing you can do. Okay, back to business. 6 weeks after the surgery, my body was healing very well, and my OBG told me that we could start trying to have a baby. Well, the first checkup after surgery was, I think, 2 weeks after surgery, and she told me you have to wait 6 weeks and then you can try. Okay, after 6 weeks, we start trying. And this is why I talk about communication. You have to talk with your partner, because for some women, sex will not be comfortable anymore. It will be weird because, oh my God, you had a surgery. And this type of surgery, especially for women, are very intimate and very, very, very hard. So talk. If you don't feel like you can start trying, tell your partner you're not feeling to do it. He will understand. Trust me, he will. Because when he's going to be a father of your baby, he needs to understand your needs. Okay, so communicate. Well, I was feeling very well. My husband asked several times if everything is okay, how am I feeling, if there are some struggles or something or fears. So we started trying. And after 6 weeks, it was, and especially my American followers will be very pleased because it was 4th of July. I ended up peeing on the stick because I missed my period. I was like, oh my God, I'm pregnant. So I took the test and yes, it was positive. There were 2 very strict lines, so I knew I was pregnant. And my feelings, first time, I have to say, I wasn't happy. I was so scared. Because if you have 2 miscarriages behind, you are 100% feeling fear that it will happen again. So it wasn't such a huge reveal for my husband, but at the same time I don't want to ruin this moment for him because he's amazing and he's such a support for me. So I ended up screaming on him if he can come to the bathroom, and he's like, yeah, of course, what's going on? And we talk sometimes when I'm doing my makeup, so we talk, and he came and I show him the test. There were 2 lines and I was like, I'm pregnant. And he was so happy, but at the same time in his eyes you can see the fear. We had such a big fear, and in the moment we don't know how to act, because in the same time we were happy that it happened so fast. I could say we didn't know how, but basically we know how. But you know what I mean. So we decided not to tell anyone, not even my mother-in-law, Brown's mother, not even my best friend, not even my grandmother, because I didn't have mom, I have grandmother and father and his girlfriend, so we didn't tell anyone. It was very, very hard, but we decided after the history we will not tell anyone until we get 100% sure that, well, at least 90% sure that the baby is okay. So in that time, I was, I think, 4 or 5 weeks pregnant, and it was 4th of July. Congrats to my American followers. And I called my OBG that I have positive pregnancy test. And she was so surprised. She was like, oh my God. Normally, I don't know how it's in your country, but in Czech Republic, you go to OBG for a first checkup around, I think it's 9 or 10 weeks, when you're 9 or 10 weeks pregnant. Because until then, it could be a false pregnancy. But my OBG called me, okay, because she gone through all of that with us. So she called me, okay, let's do a checkup in 3 weeks. So I was 7 weeks pregnant and I did the checkup, the first checkup. She's like, okay, we will see if there's something, we will definitely not see the heartbeat or something, but we can see if anything down there is working, if anything is prepared, because your body knows and your body start preparing for the baby. And there are like more blood work and that. So she's like, okay, come see me in 3 weeks. I was like, okay, perfect. So I came in 3 weeks. And I have a first ultrasound there, and I think it's 6 or 7 weeks. And she told me that I am really pregnant. So that was one moment that when I try not to cry in the room. So I sit back into my car and I start crying, and I call Ronnie that we are actually pregnant. And she was like, oh my God, I'm so happy for you, because I did not believe that you're gonna be pregnant this year. I'm like, neither was I. And she started immediately working. She set up some other checkups, and she told me that I have to be very careful this first 3 months. So it was like another 2, because I was 6 weeks, so I was like 1.5 months pregnant. So I started to do less work, less housework. Ronald helped a lot. And I realized that I don't like the coffee anymore. Again. That was the first time, and Ronald told me that day that he was like, you didn't have a coffee this morning. I was like, oh my God, I didn't have a coffee. Because I don't want to take it. And it was the morning of 4th of July that I didn't know that I was pregnant, because I did the test in the evening when I come back from work. And in the morning, I didn't have a coffee. So he was like, oh, you didn't have a coffee. Oh my God. So this is basically my signature, that I don't like coffee when I'm pregnant. But now I'm 6.5. I think that next week, the weeks and the months, they're crazy. Next week, I think I will start 7 months. So yeah, now I'm drinking coffee. Of course, I consulted with my doctor. She said 1 coffee a day is okay. If you can have like decaf, perfect, you can have 2. So now I have 1 coffee, and it's not decaf, but it's my first coffee today. So, and the first struggle is feelings. You, in one side, you're so happy. On the other side, you're so afraid. And you cannot tell anyone. Well, you can, but if you share this happy moment and something goes wrong, you have to share non-happy moment. And it's not easy, and it's not for everybody to share these feelings. So I was like, oh my God, we're not gonna tell anyone. Until we started the 4th month, and we talked to our family that I'm pregnant. They were so happy. They were so happy for us. And the first question is, how are you? How are you feeling? It was hard, I have to say. So let's move to number 2, the feelings and the struggles during my pregnancy. So, the struggles. It's very individual, I have to say. It's very individual because, for example, my friend is 1 month less pregnant than me. She's in the 5th month. I'm in the 6th. She was feeling nauseous 3 weeks. I was feeling nauseous till the end of the 5th month. That was crazy. And what doesn't stop is the heartburn. Let's say 27 weeks pregnant. And I have 27 weeks of heartburn. That's crazy. Girls, you have to find what's working for you. Because be careful about the medicines and the pills, because a lot of pills you cannot take because you're pregnant. Be careful and always talk about in the pharmacy or with your doctor, what can you use? Because 99% of the pills you cannot take. So I was like, okay, so what can I take? Basically, you know that milk works for that, but not if you're pregnant. No, it's not good for your stomach because your stomach will, well, let's say fight with milk. I was fighting 4 months with the milk. Basically, I was fighting 4 months with the milk in the morning. I cannot have like cereal with the milk. Nope. Coffee with the milk. Well, I wasn't drinking coffee, so no problem. In the evening it was okay. Well, during the day it was okay. In the evening it's not that okay. I found it's tablets, but it's like it's a pastel. It's called Fruit, and you can I don't know if it's in your country, but in Czech Republic you can buy it in Dr. Max. It's a pharmacy. And it works. Oh my god. Looks like a little candy. And you don't have to swallow it. You can chew it. And it's fruity and it's very good and it works immediately. So this is good. There's also one more, but it will be here. But it doesn't work that well. Well, it works, but not that fast. So I really, really, really recommend castor fruit. And my friend told me that for her, it works almonds. So if she just eat almonds, he needs to chew it to very, very, very small pieces. But it works for her. So let me know in the comments if something works for you. Because all the pills like Reni or other in pharmacy you cannot take. Some of my friends used Reni, but my OBG told me that I can't take it. So I think it's very individual and you have to always consult every pill. You have to consult with your doctor. Some other struggle for me, it was a low blood sugar. Because I have a low blood pressure, so it was pretty hard when my blood sugar drops down. So I felt nauseous, my head spinned, so and I was feeling very weak. So I needed to think about what I'm eating and think about the blood pressure. Because if it drops down, it's not good. And also it's not good when you're alone. Because one time it happened that my blood pressure and also my blood sugar drops when I was in the bathtub. When I was having a bath. And it was very strange because in that moment I cannot scream to Ronald that I cannot get up from the bath and I'm feeling bad. So I started to, what did I do? And I didn't have my phone, so I was like, okay, what can I do? I have to high up my pressure and high up my blood sugar. Well, you don't have anything to eat here, but I started to higher my blood pressure by warming the bath. So I warmed up the bath, my blood pressure goes up, and then I can scream to my husband that I'm not okay. Good thing is, if you have a golden retriever, you can teach him how to get attention. So I sent a pillow with, I don't know what was that, but I sent him to Ronald to give him that thing. I don't know if it was my t-shirt or my shoe or something. And he took off his headphones and be like, oh, what do you have? And I'm like, oh, babe, come. And then he came and highed my blood pressure and my blood sugar. So a good point, always have your phone with you, because you can text. Even if you cannot scream, you will probably can text. So you will text your husband in the next room that you're not feeling pretty okay. So that was number 2. First was a heartburn, second was low blood sugar. And yeah, I was feeling nauseous. Somebody is like, no, I was feeling so good. Somebody was like, I was vomiting for 3 months. I was not vomiting, but I felt nauseous a lot. And I end this by the end of 5 months. Yeah, by the end of 5th month, I ended up this feeling. Sometimes here now when my blood sugar drops, I feel nauseous, but now it's okay. So that was like most 3 of many. But there's one thing, and I know definitely you will have until the baby arrives, and then it will turn into a different fear. You will be 24/7 afraid if your baby is okay. That is 100% sure information. It's okay, it's normal, but don't be afraid to communicate. It's very hard. I can say I'm six months pregnant. It's very hard that you don't know if your tiny little human in your belly is okay, if he's breathing, if he's, I don't know, if he's developing well, if his brain is working well, if he has 10 fingers on his hands, 10 fingers on his feet. You will have this fear. Now I can say it's better because I can feel him kicking. I'm telling him because we know we're having a boy. So I can feel him kicking. So I know that, okay, he's there. And what my OBG told me is, and I was repeating it after again and again and again. If you're not feeling good, it means your baby is feeling good. Because even if you eat, the food and the nutrition first goes to your baby, and then basically you have the scrubs. But it's like that. So remember that, please. If you're not feeling good, it means your baby is feeling good. It's hard. It's very hard to think about that. And there were several evenings, mornings, during the day, hormone waves that I started crying because I was afraid if the baby is okay. Because you cannot feel anything. I started feeling him when I started the 6th month. Then I started feeling him. Now I can feel him, so I can tell you that now he's kicking. Yeah, I know. And well, till now I didn't feel him, so I was afraid that if he is okay, if everything is okay, if he has everything he needs, that's it. You cannot do anything for him. You can sleep, eat, be careful, take some vitamins, and that's it. You cannot do more for him. So, or her if you're waiting for a girl, congratulations to those. Because we wanted to have a girl, but 2 weeks before we had the ultrasound where my doctor will told me the sex of the baby, I knew I was expecting a boy. I don't know how, don't ask me how I didn't know that, but I know that. I know that we are expecting a boy. I didn't tell my husband, but I know that we're expecting a boy. So now I'm so happy that we're expecting a boy, because I want a second child, and I hope it's gonna be a girl. Because my husband's dream child is a girl. He wants a little girl, and now I'm very happy that we're having a boy. And my husband told me that he's happy too, because we don't care if it's boy or girl. Of course, we want a healthy baby. But now he told me that he's happy that the older child will be a boy, because he will be protecting our little girl. So hopefully we have a girl. If we have 2 boys, I'm totally fine. I will have 3 keepers, and I'm okay with that. So yeah, that's it. That was my fears. Last thing I want to talk about are my tips for early pregnancy. Very quick few tips. Talk to your doctor of every fear, of every question you have. Don't be afraid or ashamed to ask. You will think about stupid questions. They are here for you. So ask your stupid questions, because they know you're first time mom. They know you're second time mom. Whatever. Even if you have 5 kids at home, good for you, by the way. But, and, well, good job. Don't be afraid of asking your doctor everything. They are here for you. So ask them, okay? Ask them about the sport. Ask them about your job, if it's better to go to job, or if you need to talk to your employer about some risks or about having a home office. So ask. Very good tip. Buy a pregnancy pillow. The U shape. Be careful. There are 2 types of the pillows. One is the pregnancy pillow, and one is the nursing pillow. The nursing pillow you will need later, but the pregnancy pillow is for you, because if you will be like me, I felt very soon uncomfortable of laying on the side, because I don't have a big belly. I'll show you the picture. But I'm very small. I'm 163 in meters, and I felt very, very early uncomfortable laying on the side. Not talking about laying on the back. Yeah, forgot about laying on your belly. So that was a very, very good. Buying a pregnancy pillow. Do research. Try to find a lot of types and you'll get one which you like. Maybe I have a very long one. I have one which is, I think it's 1.5 meter long, and I'm 160, so it's basically like me, and it's very good. It's washable and it's very comfy because you can put the U-shape, the one side you can put between your legs, between your knees, and on that you can put your belly. So if you're laying on the side, you can put the belly and also your knees there, and it's very comfortable for you. And the third tip is take the vitamins, but consult them with your doctor, because my doctor gave me 1 vitamins. The first trimester was okay, and they have like continuing, it's called Femibiome here, and the second part, Femibiome 2, I do not feeling well when I was taking them, so I stopped taking them. And she said I need to take calcium and magnesium. So these 2 I'm eating now. So yeah, it's up to you. So have a nice day, guys. That's all my tips. If you have some questions, put them down below into comments. I will read them, and then maybe I'll do the video of your comments. And let me know if you have some questions, and I will be very happy to answer them. So have a nice day, guys. Take care. And for those who are expecting a baby, you're not alone. Bye, guys. See you in the next video.